Yo, and welcome back to the Banter Boys podcast. My name is Ange. With me is Ryan. How you doing, boy?
Welcome. I'm good. Season is wrapping up, thankfully.
Yeah, it's a little bittersweet.
Is it?
I mean, sweet because you've had an amazing season in like not just fan tracks, like various formats. I think a good football season in general.
Yeah, I mean, it's long.
Yeah,
Can't run these marathons anymore, man.
you say that. I think you get tired. Like I definitely maybe a few game weeks ago I was like very burnt out. Like I was at the point where I'm done, whatever. I'm over it. I think everyone, like all managers, go through this lull at some point.
Yeah.
But I think by the time we get through the summer, you know, that hunger, that itch always comes back.
Right.
But now I'm like, I'm not gonna lie. I think also it's because the stage Chelsea is at, like how exciting we look. I'm already thinking about next season, like draft, and like that's why I feel like our last few chats have been a bit post-mortem-y.
It's the hope that kills, you know.
Yeah, it is.
Chelsea are gonna undo what they've done somehow, some way.
Mate, did you see where we are in the table?
Yeah. Could be fifth.
I'm believing it can be. Honestly, it will not surprise me if Sheffield United beat Spurs.
Fair. It's possible.
Like, I mean, have you heard Ange and his interview recently? And like,
I didn't follow it in detail, but I saw he's basically saying there's a lot wrong, right?
yeah. So why would you? I don't know. It's just that like I'm getting bad vibes from that camp now, and I'm just like, I don't know if they can pull off the much needed victory for them, but
Fair enough.
I mean, we'll dig into that maybe in like the waiver picks and stuff, because I think when we make those picks, like what I want to do for that segment is maybe talk about the teams that are on the beach and the fixtures that we should target, sort of thing, and maybe talk about the teams that are actually playing for stuff.
Right.
But yeah, we'll get into that. Shout out to the Aston Villa listeners, fans, Inside Tracks reps. Fucking Champions League, bro.
Yo, wrapped up fourth place. Insane.
Absolutely massive.
It's a shame that England didn't get that fifth spot with the new format of Champions League.
Yeah. Who do we blame for that?
All non-performing clubs, I guess.
Right.
Like City
so you can't blame. Huh?
City are fine. They've gone far in every Champions League.
Yeah.
It's all
Can't blame us. We're not in Europe, so.
True.
Yeah. Anything else interesting happened recently? I guess Moyes, like West Ham, finally officially announced like he's leaving.
Yeah, that was a while ago though.
Yeah.
I don't think anything else.
Yeah, I don't think anything significant, eh?
I feel few managerial changes coming, but we knew that.
Yeah. Do you think it's City's title, right? Surely.
Yeah. 99.999% there.
Like, no way West Ham do a job there.
It's unlikely. It's possible.
I mean, to be fair, they did not look comfortable in that first half versus Spurs.
Yeah, no, they didn't. Spurs are playing good football. Well, up until the final, like in the box.
Yeah. Man, that game, like, there was a lot of emotions running in that game. Do you see when Bentancur got subbed? He like fucking mauled his sub bench chair thingy.
Oh, did he?
Like kicked the fuck out of it. Yeah, a lot of players did that. I think this game week, or like Edison lost his shit when he got subbed with that whole concussion shit.
Right. I didn't even see that one either.
Yeah, man. A lot of players got upset about getting subbed this weekend. Crazy. I guess it's important given like Euros and
true.
Copa and like players their season is not done. Like they keep playing. Like you guys forget these guys are robots. Come on. All right. listeners, welcome back to another Banter Boys podcast episode. So we are a default fan tracks pod. Typically how we do these pods, we have two types, like a waiver pod separately and then a regular pod, but we're going to combine everything into one because we're going into the final game week of the season, and most likely your waivers are going to clear on Friday, so this information should get to you in time. So how we're going to break things down for this episode is we'll have two halves. In the first half, we'll do a data dump. We'll look back at game week 37, which was a double game week for some teams. Then we catch up in our league, see how we're doing, if we're playing for anything, cups, top of, the entire community, some exciting stuff to discuss. Then we'll take our halftime pint, and then in the second half, we'll jump back in to answer some questions that we got from our Discord. Oh, by the way, I started reorganizing our Discord stuff. Like, I've put things into, like, categories, and because everything was, like, in one long fucking list.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah. And then, we'll wrap things up with some game week 38 FA/waiver picks that we, think you should consider for the last punt of the season. So I think what we'll do now is social plugs. Ross, can you please inform the people how to find us, follow us, share us, for next season especially. So I'll let you do that right here.
Yeah, for sure. So you can message us on Twitter and Instagram. Our handles at BantaB. On Discord in the Draft PL channel, Banta Boys #6585. On Reddit, /Banta_boys. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube, all under the name of Banta Boys.
All right. So hopefully you've listened to Ross. We'd really truly appreciate, final, I wouldn't say final pod of the season or whatever, but, final prep pod of the season. We'd really appreciate if you, give us a 5-star rating on Spotify if you haven't already. On YouTube, if you don't mind hitting that follow button, that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up or the like button on the video as well. It really helps us out massively. But we, truly appreciate all the support that you guys have been giving us throughout the entire season. Like Ryan said, it's been an absolute marathon. So to the ones that, stuck by us until the final game week, we truly, truly appreciate it. We can't wait to see how things unfold for future seasons. So that's everything. That's all the spiels. I think let's just jump straight into the pod.
Yeah, let's do it.
Ay. Fantasy with the Banta Boys.
Cool. So starting with the data dump. We're going to look back at game week 37. So we've kind of split the data into like the first 10 games of the game week. So kind of looking at that like a single game week. And then we'll just look at the extra fixtures on its own, right? So the extra fixtures being Spurs Man City, Chelsea Brighton, and Newcastle versus Manchester United. All right, so in the first 10 games, we're looking at key passes to start. The highest number of key passes recorded in that period was 7 by KDB, then 5 key passes by Diaby, Palmer, and Son. Thoughts, Ryan?
Diaby was a surprise. Diaby had a really good game. I guess they let them back into that game, right? They didn't close it out.
Yeah, but that's Liverpool's season altogether.
Pretty much. Like Klopp made some bad subs and tried to see out the game for some reason. I don't know why. And then Aston Villa just came right back into it. But Diaby had a really impressive game. I think KDB Palmer on pretty standard-ish.
Yeah. I mean, you expected, I guess... I mean, Diaby typically, I don't think has ghosted well, but you expected a performance from him maybe for the rest of the season, like in at least one of the games, because they got dumped out of that Europa competition and they were trying to secure Champions League, right?
Right.
Which they did.
Yeah.
So kudos to them, man. I mean, where does Diaby go for you in the draft next season?
Not
I don't think I'm gonna touch him.
not
by
that
the way.
early.
Yeah.
Maybe fourth earliest.
You're expecting some sort of fantasy hangover though, because we've seen before teams that are playing in some European competition, not just for the first time, but especially now with Champions League, like the demand is going to be even like slightly higher. There will be some sort of fatigue, right? There will be a drop off. So that's why I'm like, I get like fourth, like based on what we've seen this season, but I don't know. For me, it goes a bit later, but at the same time, there's also assets like, yes, I know they're good assets, but I also don't want to take the risk on them just because it's like it's too much of a risk. I don't know.
You expect him to get that much time in the team?
I guess you'd expect a similar amount to this season, maybe?
I think less.
Well, I mean, it depends on who he's prioritizing in Champions League. Like, does he give Bailey those minutes or does he give
Sorry,
Diaby those
I meant
minutes?
in Euros. Like, for him to be hungover. Oh, I thought you were speaking about like Euros coming up in summer.
Oh, no. I'm talking about like next season's draft.
Gotcha.
Wait, is Diaby French?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know that.
Yep.
Is he even in the squad?
I don't know actually. Surely after what he did this season. It's a good question. Anyway, yeah, I think Bailey probably goes earlier, right? Like,
Yeah.
Bailey's way
That's
more
what I think.
consistent, but Bailey's a lot more injury prone.
And that's the thing. Like, next season, Bailey could either finally break out completely or get injured all over again.
Yeah, I don't think I want to be on the end of either of them, really.
That's what I'm saying, yo. It's too risky for me.
Yeah, I get you.
Cool. Let's continue with the first 10 games, or should we look at the key passes for the other ones?
Let's finish our key passes.
All right. So for the remaining fixtures in the double game week, the highest number recorded was 5 by Bruno and Gordon, 4 by Lamptey and Madison, and 3 by Brennan Johnson. Thoughts, Ryan?
What is Lamptey doing there?
Bro, he had a crazy game.
Did he? He got subbed early, right? He got like 10?
Was it 10? Feels like he got more than that. But yeah, he got subbed maybe like 80-something minute, it felt.
Okay, so not that early. Gordon had a ghost of a game, I guess. The last one. The first one, I can't remember how well he did, but today I was genuinely worried from Gordon as an FPL asset. Don't know how well he did in the end in Fantrax, but surely he smashed it.
Yeah.
Bruno.
Which is interesting because Trippier is back, and
True.
I don't know, for some reason I expected Gordon to have a more
drop
quiet
off.
game.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't think Tripp was fully there though. Like, subbed off early.
No, not at all. Yeah. Gordon got 21 in this game versus United.
Nice. With a goal, right? So
Yeah.
So Bruno, I would say, outperformed that because he got 19, almost 20.
Fuck Eric Ten Hag, by the way.
Yo,
I benched Bruno in my Dino League and I lost out on the title.
no,
Because I couldn't maintain my gap. Yeah. I benched him. I started Kobe. Kobe came good.
Fair. I didn't think he was out.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I went with the gamble of Barnes because I saw Barnes on the bench for the first one. I thought he might start the second.
Yeah, okay.
But Barnes did fuck all.
Yeah. Bad one. You gotta always trust Bruno.
That's the thing. I think that's a lesson. One of the lessons learned from this season, or like even this game week for moving forward, is those top tier assets like those. I think you just risk it.
Yeah. I think so too. It's also like he doesn't miss games. The fact that he missed 2 in a row was just shockingly surprising.
Yeah, like the world is going to end, sort of.
Basically.
Like, this shit doesn't happen.
And he was rumored to miss this one as well, but of course, there he is.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I think fairly standard.
Yeah, I'd say so. Maddie looks like he's kind of on the
Coming
rise.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like that fitness is starting to finally come back.
Yeah.
He's looking a little fresher, yeah. Honestly, he could be a great punt for the
Final game week. Yeah.
Right. Cool. Let's look at shots now. So for the first 10 games, the highest number of shots recorded was 7 by Bowen and Garnacho. Only Bowen got 2 of his shots on target. Garnacho had none. Then 5 shots attempted by Enciso. He had 2 on target, and he only played 66 minutes. Kudus also had 5 shots, but he had 0 on target. Yates also had 5 shots, only played 71 minutes, but unfortunately he had 0 of his 5 on target. Thoughts, Ryan?
Where was the accuracy that game week, man?
Everything is out the window.
Basically, just being wild. Unlucky for Garnacho owners, he didn't do that well this double game week. Like, Bruno outscored him in one game.
Maybe Garnacho's upset that his daddy's finally leaving the club. I don't know. Would another manager start him?
Yeah, surely. He did enough this season.
I mean, we say Garnacho had a shit game week. He still comes out with
14?
like 14 to 15.
Yeah, I know, but
with like fuck all return.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you would expect from Garnacho like 30 in a double game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Similarly, if Bruno played the boat, you'd expect like 40. But
yeah,
I mean, good to see Enciso back. I think we both punted on him in different leagues.
Yeah.
He got double digits, luckily.
Yeah.
Just about.
Yeah.
Really expected more from him against you guys.
Why?
I don't know. Just felt like Chelsea has been this team that lets in so many chances.
I think people got used to us being so much of a banter club
Basically,
this season
yeah.
that we're like, okay, we understand you're on form. We understand you're playing good football.
But
when is it gonna end? Like, come on. Where's the punchline?
Basically. I mean, João Pedro absolutely smashed it versus you guys.
Yeah. I know.
So there's some good and some bad.
Yeah, there is. I mean, like Brighton season is done. Like, what are they playing for, man? Like,
I think they're playing for a new manager. Like, the Zerp is weird.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one. I guess like, I know Forest was safe, or they're basically safe after like Luton dropped those points and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, they didn't really have to win the game, but I think they wanted to win the game. Last home game of the season as well. So I guess that's why Yates kind of pops up here. He hit the post, to be fair, in this match.
True. Like a Dingra versus y'all in the next match.
Yeah. But other than that, yeah, I think for like in terms of like the numbers from here, 2 West Ham versus Luton makes sense. Like, I think you go back to like you target Luton final day sort of fixture
For sure.
so like Fulham players sort of thing.
And
right?
they pretty much accepted that they're gone. It's They also played for goals, right? Like, they played openish.
Yeah.
Doughty benefited, but not much else.
I'd still play Doughty final season, but I think that's the only Luton asset I probably trust right now.
Same.
Yeah. So
what's his name is back?
What's up?
Ogben.
Yeah, he is. He might get a rollout, you know.
I trust him too. If he starts.
Yeah.
If he starts.
I'd do it in a matchup that didn't matter. If you do it for vibes and stuff like that, because he's just coming back from injury. If you're doing it for like a cup win or something like that, I want people that are playing 90 minutes, man.
Fair enough. That's a
Or
valid
close
point.
to it. It's final game week, right? You don't know what to expect, sort of thing. But
Okay.
yeah. Remaining 3 fixtures. Highest number of shots attempted, 6 by Palmer. He got 2 on target. And then 4 shots attempted by Adingra with 0 on target, Diallo with 2 of his 4 on target, and Heung-min Son with 2 of his 4 on target. Thoughts, Ryan?
Not that surprised by the list. Amad Diallo absolutely smashed it this double game week.
Yeah. Great pick, I think, for the final game week.
Cole standard at this point.
Yeah. Oh, man. Like, I really hope I can get him in a league next season.
Yeah, he's a top 4 pick for sure.
Cheat code. Like
Basically. And then Son, seriously, what did he do in that one?
That should be 1 of 4 on target.
It's -1 there. Yeah.
Genuinely, like, oh, what a I saw that save, and the first thing that came to mind was Emi Martinez World Cup final save.
Yeah.
So I wonder if Ortega's gonna get like the Premier League tattooed on his leg or something.
So he's such a good. I really rate him as a goalkeeper, at least as a shot stopper.
Yo, someone told me he got man of the match.
Did he? You're joking.
Yeah.
Did you see Duran got man of the match in his own?
That is amazing. I love that though.
Duran
coming on as a sub and just like winning the game basically, right? Both of them.
Well, I mean, drawing the game, but yeah, basically.
Yeah. I mean, that's a Champions League brace, bro.
Yep.
It's crazy to me he didn't get more starts this season.
I mean, one of those were the flukiest goals in the world, right? But yes, agreed.
I mean, we take them anyway, man. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's move on to accurate crosses. So first 10 games, highest number of accurate crosses was 4 by Kulusevski. Then 2 by a bit of a long list. So Trent, Sufal, KDB, Doughty, Gross, McGinn, Odebear. But interestingly enough, Longstaff and Senesi also make that list. Thoughts, Ren?
Yeah, so pretty standard-ish list. Like, we've seen these guys on the key pass lists, apart from the 2 you mentioned, Longstaff and Odebear. Sorry, Longstaff and Senesi. They've typically not been on this list. Even Odebear is kind of rare, but Kulu would have, what is the word? Pleasantly surprised owners in that first game, I would say. And then absolutely got them miserable in the second game. He didn't even... Did he feature at all? Did he come off the bench?
I don't think so.
Neither me.
Let me check. He got 34 minutes and scored 3 points.
Okay. Well,
that's good.
I mean, okay.
14.5 in the double?
Yeah.
You take that.
I would. Right. Same as, what's his name? Garnacho.
Yeah.
But
still disappointing.
Yes. You would have expected a lot more in the second game. Like,
I think Kulu must have been like one of the most frustrating picks this season for managers.
Just like Gakpo. So many managers must have dropped right before whatever he took, whatever drugs he's on.
Guilty.
Yep.
I mean, can you blame me though? Like, you would have dropped him way sooner.
Yeah, I would have dropped
when I held
in 2023.
Yeah, exactly. Senesi though, what a fucking monster defender.
Yeah, yo. Even when it looks like his game week's going to be bleak, he chalks up with some kind of attacking return.
Is he like another Tarkowski, basically?
I wouldn't go that far. I feel like his returns aren't as sustainable, but he's up there. He's definitely up there.
Wait, what returns are you talking about? You talking about ghost points or attacking returns? Because attacking returns, like, this guy is crazy.
That's what I mean. Like, that's not sustainable.
He has 4 goals and 5 assists this season.
Insane.
It's mental. Absolutely mental. Yeah, other than that, I think we can move on to the final 3 fixtures, accurate crosses. Basically just 2 names here. Highest number 4 by Lamptey and 3 by Gross.
love to see it. Brighton boys. You see,
Yeah.
Chelsea aren't out of the woods yet.
No, not at all. But I really want that 5th place if possible. So
Fair.
we'll see.
Fair.
Okay, extra category stuff. So first 10 games, highest number of tackles, 4 by Aina, Dallo, Mitchell, Emerson. Dispossessions, there was a high of 7 by Semenyo. Interceptions, there was a high of 5 by Amadou Onana. Clearances, there was a high of 8 by Joachim Anderson, Thiago Silva, and Murillo. Successful dribbles, there was a high of 6 by Elliot Anderson. Aerials, there was a high of 7 by Ogbonna, and block shots, there was a high of 6 by Tarkowski. Thoughts, Ryan?
Ogbonna on the aerial list is a little strange-ish. Elliot Anderson on the dribbles list is extremely strange.
Yeah, that is definitely the strangest. Ogbonna to me is strange because I was like, West Ham are still playing? Like, what's going on?
Maybe he's the only one. He didn't get the memo.
Maybe.
I'd say the rest is pretty standard. Semenyo, a little surprised by that 7.
I mean, I'm surprised he's even playing football. The fucker got stretchered off and all kind of shit. Like...
Yeah, there've been a few of those. Look, Shares made it back into the squad today.
Fuck Eddie Howe. I'm done with this
and
guy.
Deserby, right? Deserby said the same about João Pedro. Like, what nonsense, man.
Like this, everyone is like taking a page out of Pep's book, and now Pep has become the only straightforward manager we have in the league.
Yeah, just play the same team.
Yeah, basically.
Ake's injured, okay, same team. Just swap.
Honestly, it's amazing how many centre backs he's had, different combinations, and
it's what he does with them though. He kind of changes them into like these utility players. Yeah,
left wingers,
basically.
Yeah. Yeah, Pep is pretty fucking amazing, man. So final 3 games, the extra categories. So tackles 1, there was a high of 3 by Chalobah, Igor, Rodri. Dispossessions, there was a high of 4 by Bentancur, Foden, Gordon. Interceptions, there was a high of 4 by Evans. Clearances, there was a high of 9 by Chalobah. Successful dribbles, there was a high of 3 by Gordon. Aerials, there was a high of 6 by McTominay, and block shots, there was a high of 2 by Casemiro. Thoughts?
So Gordon showing up in successful dribbles and dispossessions, that's standard, right?
Yeah.
But Chalobah showing up in tackles 1 and clearances, good for him. It does show that Chelsea are still putting in the defensive work, though.
Yeah, Badiashile did not do any of that.
I saw that. Like ghosted out, like did not ghost. Ghosted ghost.
I think he had a -1 for the game.
No
week.
way. I saw it when it was like
Serious?
0.25.
Nah, it might be -1, bro. If you picked him based on my article, I am sorry.
I mean, you backed it yourself, so. Yeah, 0.25. Oh, no. 0.
Yeah, bro.
Grand total is 0, right?
Or 0. Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Negative
It was
0.25 in one, positive 0.25 in the other.
There you go.
Quality.
Yep, absolute.
I
understand why Bentancur lost his shit. He lost the ball.
Fair, yeah. I think the rest is pretty standard.
Evans.
True.
Slight ghost point potential. Would you risk starting him in the final game week?
No.
Yeah, I think you're right there. Cool. All right. I think that's data dump wrapped. Now let us do some league updates. All right, Ryan. Kick things off. DPL. I mean, the title's sealed, but how are you looking in the overall standings, bro?
Yeah, so I jumped back to the top of the overall standings.
Woo!
So the guy who was in first, he lost. We're now tied on points, but I have more points for. So DPL was good. 173 versus 113. I won. Vardiol again. Absolutely smashing it. I must have grabbed at the ideal time. But the one I want to shout out this game week who did it for me was Diallo.
You actually started him?
I grabbed and started. A grand 31 points.
That is mental. Did he even start the first game?
He He did start the first game.
Ah, fucking hell. Great grab, bro.
Yeah, so it was both him and Eriksson, so it's not both good. But
Yeah.
but
Yeah, Eriksson didn't fucking start. Like, what a letdown.
right? I thought with Bruno out for sure, Eriksson's gonna be on set pieces and like, oh, he doesn't start the first one, I'll play him because he's gonna come in on second half. Guy got like 3 minutes over the 2 fixtures.
10 hug tactics, yo.
But anyway, the game was good. Haaland, Edison, and Ben White kind of rounded out. The
Yep.
game week regrets. I grabbed Kwanzaa as well, just because my opponent had Van Dijk. Didn't play him, but turns out I should have.
Yeah.
Great goal.
Yep.
I did play Eriksson. Bit of regret there, but whatever. And I played Adebayo over Mbeumo. I think we both were kind of down on Mbeumo. But we noticed the pattern, right? It was if Tony was there, he was doing badly. With Tony out of the squad, we probably should have backed him. And we didn't. We just didn't make that connection ourselves, I guess.
But Tony played though, didn't he?
He didn't start, I don't think.
See, that's weird. Like, I saw stuff like about him starting and stuff like that, but I felt like he still got a significant amount of minutes. It still shows that he played 90 minutes. So
Oh, well, maybe I got that wrong.
No. I don't think you did like get it wrong like 100% because I remember in our Discord and stuff like that, I saw like, you know, like the lineup leak tweets and all that sort of stuff. There was like tweets about like Tony being benched and stuff like that. So
okay. So maybe the leaks were wrong, but he did start. He got 90 minutes. Interesting.
yeah.
Okay, so
But I mean, it's weird. Like one person's not really doing well. Like it's weird that attack is weird. But I mean, you look at Mbeumo's points, even goal and assist. He didn't really ghost.
he did not. He's been very return dependent since coming back. It's something you don't like to back, but Adebayo was pretty much the same. So I guess either way with that one. I just thought Luton wanted goals. So
What are you doing in that Game Week 38 fixture versus Newcastle though? Tony and Mbeumo, like.
Right now I've put Mbeumo back in for Adebayo, but
Yeah.
I'd happily play either one. I think.
Yeah, Newcastle defense is still kind of leaky.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I mean, fucking United scored 3, bro.
True. Roster concerns. With Livramento out, I do need a defender, or I have to back a Liverpool guy, Kwanzaa. Not sure I want to go there.
We'll find some gems.
Yeah, I think so. Edison and Eriksson are duds, and they're in my squad, but it's the final game week, so I'm just gonna go wild.
Yeah. Same.
How did DPL go for you?
Unfortunately, I got thrashed 160 to 97.
Oof.
5th place is now officially confirmed. I think even if I lose, I'm comfortably ahead on points for 5th place gets me nothing. It's basically the only spot outside the money sort of thing. So, yeah. Basically, season has been a failure. Interestingly enough, my points for as it stands earns me a 4th place spot, but yeah.
And I feel like it could have been better too. You backed
Yeah,
a
I
fair
don't know.
bit of points
This game week, this season?
this season.
Yeah, I don't know. There's I have to do a postmortem, I think, on my season. We are planning to do a postmortem. I don't know if like on our individual seasons, maybe like a bit of a reflective pod if we have the time and stuff like that. But more, I was just gonna do like focus on clubs and
Right.
you know how assets perform with new managers, new systems, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely do want to look back at, and especially one of the things I want to look back at is in the games that I lost, the matchups that I lost, what my formation was, because I feel like I played back fours mostly in those losses.
Yeah, probably.
And defense, like we know this season, it's not been the best position. So,
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, standard performers for me though, still Tarkowski, Eze, and Jackson. No real regrets because I think my opponent just kind of smashed me. Rossi concerns, I know I'm not playing for anything Game Week 38, but I'm still gonna, you know, for the respect of the game and all that sort of stuff.
Plus, it's against me. Surely you want to take down the title.
All right, fuck, I am playing you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm definitely coming after you, bro.
Let's go.
Wait, Haaland is gonna score 5 goals. You just know it. Like,
Oh yeah, I don't even worry anymore.
But basically my roster concerns here was I think I'm just gonna drop Badiashile, drop Buonanotte. I'm even gonna drop Garner. I might just keep him on the bench and drop him at the end or something like that.
Right.
But the people I'm thinking about benching in this team, people like Tony, people like Douglas Luiz, Jota, Jensen, Trippier. Like I'm not sure in these. So I think when we get to like waiver section, we might have a discussion, but let's see.
Fair enough.
How's it going in banter? Have you finally sealed the title there?
I won the league. We wrapped up the league
Okay.
a while. I'm in the final.
Hey!
I had to do a massive comeback. I think I had to claw back like 60 points today.
Jeez.
But the likes of Bruno playing,
Yeah.
Welb scoring off the bench. Who else? Dalo and Ciso, Verbruggen in goal. They all kind of came good today.
So you started Bruno, because we didn't get a chance to really talk lineups and stuff, because I think you were on vacation.
Yes, yeah.
You were away and stuff like that. So we didn't really get to, strategize, talk stuff out. So what kind of made you lean to start Bruno? Like, were there other assets that you were gambling or potentially thinking of starting above him?
So at that point, I think most of my players had played. It would have been going into the free agency and grabbing someone.
Yeah.
And I already was punting on Diallo in DPL, so I didn't want to double up. And I didn't trust Eric. Well, Ericsson didn't start. If Ericsson had started, I probably would have went there, and that would have probably burnt me.
Yeah.
But it basically became Bruno or whoever was left in that United squad who was starting, and it was probably just defense at that point.
Yeah, fair. So you take the Bruno gamble then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also have Cole there, so Cole's goal helped massively. So yeah, I clawed back 60-something points
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
To win by like 8 points.
Crazy. Who did you beat in the semis?
Saxton, Thomas Sachs, yo.
Who are you facing in the final?
Justin beat
Oh.
Manos. Yeah.
Wow. All right. I don't know. I'm gonna back Justin, man. It's his year. He
His
got married.
squad is good. the issue though is he has a lot of Newcastle, a lot of people, I think, players who don't have much to play for anymore. So we'll
So
see.
basically like Arsenal. So
Lovely. Just like, yeah, okay. The game week regrets there. I dropped João Pedro because of the news.
fuck Deserby, man.
But it helped me because I picked up the Welbs and Denziso. So, some good, some bad.
Yeah, true. True.
Madueke was a flop, but I mean, in that form, I was never not playing him.
Yeah, agreed.
And the roster concerns, well, Liver is out. I also have Liver here. I grabbed Reese, just didn't play him, but he's suspended now. So I do need a defender. One of those two need to go, or both, I guess.
Yeah. Fair.
And I guess when we get through the waiver picks, we'll figure out who that is.
Yep. Sounds good. So IGL update for me. I'm in the final.
Yeah, let's go.
I love that we're both playing for finals.
Yeah,
This is
that's
epic.
nice. That's
So I won my matchup 127 to 104. It sucks because like the guy I was playing DMs me and he listens to our pod. So shout out to you. I think his name is Pizza Man or something like that. So he's like, big fan of the pod, and we're just a small little chat about game week. I just felt bad at one point. Is like he complimented, on the pod. And I told him, "Oh, you've got a great team and all that," and I still beat him. So I mean, please don't stop listening to the pod. I still love you.
That's not nice.
Yeah, I probably should have given him the win, right?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. Terrible host, man. Standouts? Muric. Fucking love that guy. Senesi
Yo,
talked about him.
Muric finds
Jackson
ways, huh?
and Buemo of never not scoring.
Yeah.
What can't he do at this point?
No clue.
I hope he gets an assist in Game Week 38. That'd be great.
To go
An
along with
attacker
those key
return?
passes. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. final big standout of the game week, Caicedo, man. Did you see his 2 scores in the game week, by the way?
He got an assist in the first one, right? I don't know what
He got like 16 or something in the first game. I think the second game he got like 2 or 3.
Nice.
But yeah, he smashed it. Regrets. I benched Bowley this game week, but playing Chelsea, you would probably do the same. I don't know.
Oh, I
like
dropped
Bowley's
him.
ghosting.
I
though.
dropped him before that game.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Is it because he was playing Chelsea and stuff like that?
And I just thought to myself, I'm not going to play him for the rest of the season because I looked at the fixtures and I'm like, I'm not going to back
Burnley,
those
though?
fixtures. But yeah, I can't remember why. I can't remember who I owned.
That's why I'm like, how good is your defense? Like, oh, what a guy. Yeah, the other regret was benching Bruno, I guess. But I mean, I ended up winning, so nothing really lost, I guess. Roster concerns. So I'm thinking of dropping Evans, Caicedo, Garner, and McTominay.
All valid.
And then thinking of benching Virg, Douglas Luiz, and Pedro Neto.
All valid.
Cool.
I'd probably-
and waiver picks.
I'd probably
yeah.
be tempted to play Neto though. Who did it play?
Liverpool.
That's what I
final
thought.
day.
Yeah, I'd arguably be tempted to play.
Yeah.
But I get it.
Maybe.
I get it.
I just it's the 90 minutes
Fair.
thing.
Fair.
Like I don't think he's even been on the bench for the past few games, right? So
Mm.
anyways, I think that's league updates. What we'll do now is take our halftime pint and then we'll be back after the break with questions and picks. So we'll see you in a bit. And we are back.
We are?
I think we are.
All right.
Oh, you sound a lot louder all of a sudden.
Oh, I just held the mic closer, I think.
Oh, okay. Cool. I thought you were just really excited to answer all our amazing questions.
I am. I definitely am.
Should we get started then?
Okay.
I'll take the first one. Coming in from Andrew. What other Fantrax/draft EPL podcasts do you listen to?
I listen to no podcasts, Andrew.
And that is why he's top of all the leagues.
Yeah. No. I actually just depend on my WhatsApp chats. And pretty much everybody in there listens to podcasts, including Sanji. So I get the feedback, I get the summaries, and it's like the crib notes.
Yep, basically.
Which serves me fine. I kind of sometimes go through Twitter content, but not often.
Yeah.
Only when I guess my WhatsApp chats are quiet, then I go to Twitter.
Yeah. I mean, I listen to a lot of different pods. I mean, I've kind of filtered down a few as the season has progressed. Like, I kind of prioritize certain ones.
Yeah.
And the reason I also listen to various pods is because I play so many different formats.
Right.
So, for example, like, I listen to, like, a couple of them for Sky Fantasy Football.
Yeah.
I listen for FPL. I listen to, if I'm not on the stream, to Keep Us Collective, I listen to them for Fantrax as well. I end up listening back to our content as well because of like the editing and all that sort of stuff sometimes. So I think we're a great pod.
Yeah. So genuinely doing the pod though is like what preps me mentally.
Yeah.
And I know what picks I want to make for the next coming game week. When we actually have those lulls or when I am taking a break from the pod, my team suffers because of it.
Really?
Yeah.
You think so?
I think so.
Oh, seriously? Wow. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. It's nice to, I don't know, just hash out everything, all the doubts that you have, that sort of stuff. And, you know, when we have these conversations, sometimes you say things or I say things that I would have never thought of or you would have never thought of.
Exactly. And it's like, yes, we put together the script, but the script is just the skeleton.
guideline.
Right. It's a guideline.
Yeah.
The actual
Exactly.
content just kind of spurts out of your mouth and it's like, oh, I didn't even realize that's either what I think or what you think. And it's something clicks.
Exactly, 100%. I think if you wanted to get, like, you know, a game week summary sort of vibe, I would 100% shout out like Planet FPL podcasts. I know they're not a Fantrax pod, but like James from Planet FPL does a fantastic breakdown of like game week by game week, like each game. It's amazing. If you want bands similar to like ours for FPL, like FML FPL, I fucking love those guys as well. And if you want data, I would say go to like FPL Black Box or FPL Wire. I mean, I know this is like a lot of FPL stuff, but yeah, I mean the data's still like
relevant.
Yeah, exactly, right? For draft for OFPL, I know we like bash on it all the time, but FPL Draft Boys, the boys out in Australia, they're fucking hilarious to listen to as well. But I mean, other than that, like there's random stuff that I listen to, like The Diary of a CEO or like a Cricket Pod. Oh, by the way, but you know I'm playing cricket this summer, right? I joined the team.
I saw you were training in the nets or something the other day.
Yeah, exactly. My captain has his own cricket podcast.
Nice. That's sick.
Yeah.
That's sick.
And like he's been releasing episodes like recently and stuff like that.
Nice.
So yeah, it's pretty fucking sick, man.
Is he excited for the T20?
I think so. Oh, he released the batting order lineup today. I'm batting in 5th.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, I got pushed up the order. I'm quite surprised by that. I thought I would have been more of a bowling thing, but I don't know. We'll see how he utilizes me. I'm absolutely buzzing, man. Oh, I gotta show you as well what I bought for the game.
Guys, Santa just went off on a tangent. It's like...
Yeah, I know. I completely got excited about cricket and stuff. We weren't answering the questions. I got the test match.
Oh, yo. It's a cap, guys. Well, yeah. West Indies cricket.
Yeah, man. Only £11.
Not bad, not bad.
I'm just wear it for the rest of the stream. See, I'll wear it on the live stream, maybe. You know.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean that's like Fantrax draft podcast stuff. I don't think there's anything else. I don't think that you should be listening to anyone else other than us, right?
It's true.
Yeah.
No one else out there. Word it.
There you go. Yeah. All right.
Actually, what I'll argue, Andrew,
what's
go
up?
downvote all those. I'm joking.
All right, Andrew, thanks for your question. You want to take the next one?
Sure. So, Shop FC, recent very active member, asked us 2 questions, but the first one up is, Villa players have clearly proven to be great assets this season, surely increasing their draft value, but are they a trap next season considering the added stress and fatigue being in the Champions League will bring? So that's kind of what you were speaking about earlier, right?
Yeah. I think Watkins is still like a late first round pick, maybe?
Yes. Insane.
Yeah.
Insanely good this season.
Yeah. I don't know how close he'll come to replicating it is my concern.
I'm also somewhat concerned about that, but I mean, he finished 5th overall. Well, the season's not done. Let me not say that, but he's standing 5th overall right now, right? He's the top forward, and I can't see anyone besides Erling surpassing him. Like, Salah's not been Salah.
And Salah might not even be Salah next season.
True. And the drop off between Erling, Ollie, and Salah and Son even to the next one, which is Alvarez, it's like 50 points. So if you want a quality forward, yeah, I'm definitely excited about Ollie. I still think he'll get a good season under him. Maybe not replicate this one. This one is great, but he's going to be solid still.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I was
going to say the Trappier assets are going to be the ones like Dewey's. I don't know if Dewey's could sustain that performance.
Agreed. Yeah.
Bailey, the injury proneness, we know. Diaby, the rotationness is kind of a concern, but they have some solid assets in there. Like McGinn, we were kind of down-ish on McGinn at the beginning of the season, and McGinn still delivered solid value.
Yeah, but like towards this portion of the season, he's been kind of poopy butthole.
Yeah, I mean, yes, he had to have gotten you to a point where you could kind of then go for more exciting, higher ceiling players. He's very much
I
that
mean-
steady Eddie kind, right?
Yeah, I'd be very much interested if you were able to nail the Lucadinha
Alex Moreno.
rotation
Yeah.
with Moreno. Yeah,
True.
because one of them will certainly bang in the league, right?
How did Dini do this game week? Surely smashed it.
2.75.
Oh. He was looking
Yeah.
very active though.
Yeah, it's still like again. He looks good ITIS wise, like in the games and stuff like that. But his points last few games 2.75, 1.75, 4, 1.75. I mean, there's a 23.25
Yeah.
there, but then -4, -6.5. I
Okay.
think, was that a red card or something? No, it probably wasn't. They just got thrashed. But, yeah.
I get you. It is exciting.
But I think you might be right. I think it's like Watkins or bust.
Yeah. The rest are less safe, and we discussed it earlier in the pod. We probably wouldn't touch them until 4th round, or even that might be early.
Yeah, that feels early.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cool. All right. Next question is from Prash, not Pascal, gross fan account TDY. What's TDY today?
Today, yeah.
I guess so. His question is, how early is the next season draft prep sheet going to commence?
Okay, so you do it a lot earlier than I do because you do all those mock drafts.
Motherfucker, you don't do any sheets. What are you talking about?
used to. We used to. I don't anymore.
I mean, you get the sheet from me. We talk about who we refine. That
Basically,
sort of thing.
yeah.
Like, yeah.
I'm involved in the process. Like I watch.
Oh, you are.
I watch
I'm
you
not saying
do
you
your.
don't do anything.
Yeah.
I'm saying you do very little.
I watch you do your mock drafts. I see how they go,
Yeah.
and it's like entertaining. We
Yeah.
get good bands going. We should do some of those live, by the way.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, we did a bit of it on like Twitch and stuff. I
We
think I
did.
tried it out when Kyle was around
yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
So I think we will definitely do it again. I remember like even when we did OFPL draft, I think we did like a couple of mocks, and I did that Rodrigo Leeds pick, and you fucking stole him from me in like a different league,
Yeah, yo.
and that was part of your fucking Holland trade.
My Holland trade. Because Rodrigo
Fucking
smashed the
hell.
first 2 or 3 game weeks. It was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, good times.
So I mean, we definitely do learn. Like we find out gems and stuff like that. I want to say honestly, like the draft sheet prep has already kind of started mentally.
Yeah.
Like we've been discussing it and talking about it, right? Like where would you pick certain players? Where like what our top 4, top 5 picks kind of look like? So it's slowly starting to build out. But I think in terms of like actual sheets and stuff like that, mate, I don't think I'm gonna make one until like Euros is done.
I was gonna say the same. Injuries are gonna come from Euros as well as players are gonna move, and
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do something now that's not gonna be meaningful.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
once Euros is done, though, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially
But
because
yeah.
Chelsea are just gonna go out there and buy the best Euro asset, so you could just look forward to that.
Yeah. True. Wait, Lukaku?
Yeah, of course, exactly.
There you go. Wait, how do we sign somebody that's already ours?
For real. Is he still? Oh man,
Of course he is. Come on, man.
what a
we
player!
don't have to let go.
Love that guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I love him. All right. Thanks, Pras, for your question. We'll move on to the next one.
Mr. Nauru. Similar question than one we've got kind of in the past, but what are your top takeaways from this season that you're going to carry into next season?
Start good players, bench bad players.
That's solid advice. I genuinely think I had a lot of luck in terms of timing of grabs this season. Like, look at Diallo this game week. Kind of fell into my lap, kind of. Because that was such a late game. They didn't have many assets that were left.
Yeah.
But the game week before, it was also somebody. I can't remember who. Adebayo, maybe. Somebody that was just nobody was interested in. And I was just like, well, I'll take that punt. But it happened with McAllister. It happened with Vardiol. I grabbed players at the right time. That's something in my opinion, I cannot replicate. This was just luck this season.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like you said, the good assets are good assets. Like I always thought Gvardiol coming in had significant attacking potential. His stats reflected it. We just weren't getting that from Pep and from City early on.
It feels like it happened over the last 8 game weeks.
Basically. And it was kind of like you knew he had this threat in him, but it was subdued. You could see it, like he was bombing forward. He just wasn't getting an opportunity. And then it finally opened up and it was just nonstop.
Man, that like fucking Fulham first goal, like, because like my stream was maybe like, 15 seconds behind or whatever like that. I saw the notification and I'm watching the game and I'm like, where the fuck is Gvardiol? I can't see him on the screen. He's not on the stream at all. The guy just pops out of nowhere, dribbles through everyone, and cool ass fucking finish. It's crazy. But no, I go back. I know it's a really stupid point that I was trying to make, but yeah, good players from good teams. Like,
yeah, exactly.
It's simple. Like I know you might want to differentiate and get the best forwards and stuff like that, or like piece of the Liverpool pie or whatever. I think in hindsight, one of the things is like go Rodri over Gakpo, sort of thing.
Rodri was very solid, right? And like
he's dependable. Decky as well. Yeah,
because Kai was extremely hard to predict early on. I mean, when he hit form, he hit form, right?
Yeah,
but it's exactly that. I also
the top teams are gonna score goals. You want to be part of that.
Yeah, and like early on, we weren't sure which Liverpool attacking assets would start, and it reached a point where Darwin kind of became a starter. He's now not, but I've learned also to not start the players off the bench. Like, yes, sometimes you get lucky with it. Sometimes some assets are worth it, but most times it's not going to pay off.
No, it's not. Another takeaway I'd say is I think maybe assess the landscape of your season, like upcoming season, in terms of how your assets are classified. If you're spoiled for forwards again next season, maybe don't worry about drafting a good forward, like unless you're getting Hall or Watkins. Honestly, just go like fucking 4 mids in a row.
Yeah.
Or a good defender in 3 mids to start.
And I was going to say the gap between what the great defenders were and the next best ones has also significantly dropped off, right? Like, Trent used to be 150 points clear of the next best defender. Yeah. The gap now is just Tarkowski to Ben White, which is like 20 points, and then Ben to Anthony Robinson in 3. And that gap is like 50 points. So, like, it's not that massive anymore.
Yeah. Target talisman in the draft as well. Like, keep an eye on talisman. It's like, sure, they might not ghost well every single game, but if that team ends up scoring a goal, you're gonna get a haul out of them. And like the player that comes to mind immediately is like Bowen.
Yeah, fair point. Penalty kick takers also.
Yeah. Set pieces, free kicks, corners.
Yeah. I think also, for me, eye test is still very, very important.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Like, I'm kind of like reading stats and I'm looking at the game with a stat mind because of Fantrax, but you see something in a player that you can't really put the pen to paper or you can't put a number on. You just know this player has it. And it's like something I saw in Anthony Gordon last season, or was it the season before that, whichever. And you just knew there was a solid player in him.
Yeah.
But even that, you kind of doubt yourself. Is like, why weren't other bigger clubs going for him? Why is he at Newcastle,
Yeah.
So in that sense, I kind of just ignored him for the entire draft.
Yeah.
But look at him now. He's like one of the best assets all season.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, ITES is one of the reasons I streamed Caicedo this game week. right? Because of the formation change, and it felt like he was going forward a bit more, making better forward passes and
Right.
stuff like that.
Yes.
And he notched an assist. He could have gotten another one if Nico Jackson wasn't such a frustrating, amazing person. But yeah, I 100% agree. Like, I think again, part of like my prep next season is try to watch like match of the day or like summarize highlights or whatever like that, right? So
Yeah, I'm gonna incorporate summarize highlights into my agenda, my game week prep agenda.
Yep. What other for takeaways? Not stressing about waivers. It's okay to miss waivers. We've seen from your success this season. I mean, we talk about luck. It's a big part, but
Yeah, I'm also. I mean, DPL is highly competitive, right? These guys grab players.
Yeah.
And I was still able to find a lot of gems. And I had 4 fab, 1 fab for a lot of the season. And it didn't hinder me, so I'm not going to let that stress me out next season either.
Yeah. Any lessons learned regarding the amount of money you'd spend on a big name asset coming through on like a September, January window?
I'd be happy to splurge it almost all, like 90%.
Yeah.
Because I really don't think I need much to get me through the season.
Yeah. Cool. I think other than that, we're probably going to find some stuff to mention or talk about when we do postmortem stuff, right? So,
yep.
Cool. So next question is from Draft Pie. I'll pay homage to Mr. Naru and ask, in a fight to the death, would you rather face 50 rat-sized lions or 1 lion-sized rat?
I saw this question before. I gave it some thought, and I still don't know my answer.
Really?
I think my answer is 1 lion-sized rat.
Nah, I'm taking the 50 rat-sized lions, mate.
You get swarmed though. Like, yeah, you could kick away like several, and then you still don't.
Yeah, I mean, same like you. When I also gave this question some thought, I visualized how I was going to attack them. You know, Lord of the Rings, when the Ents raided fucking Isengard or whatever, and they were like holding these fucking, I don't know, stages or what I don't know, the things that the orcs built, like these wooden structures,
Right.
and they started sweeping them,
just
that's what I'm planning to do to these fucking lions.
lion rats. I just think, given the anatomy of a rat, even if you're lion size, he's still kind of long. And once I just stay out of his mouth area, I should be okay. Like, his feet aren't a worry, right?
What I want to know is, what is the likelihood of getting rabies? 50 rats versus 1 giant one? Like,
interesting. Yeah, I'm just going to stay away from that giant fucker's mouth. So.
Yeah.
I wonder what a rat's top speed is.
Oh, that's a good question. That's something we are going to Google right now. Rat top speed. 8 miles per hour.
Yeah, I could come up against a rat, man. Even if it's a giant fucker.
It has the build of a lion. Like, the top speed of a lion is very different, sir. 74 kilometers per hour. Like,
fair.
I don't know.
We're
split on this, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Okay, cool. Let's move on to the next question.
So the next one is from Sharp FC again. Glad that he's asking so many questions. He's asking, are you happy that the season is over? He's not. How do you cope with Fantrax's withdrawal? Other formats for Euros, etc., just aren't the same in his opinion.
I mean, I don't think either of us are upset. I think you're a bit more happy that the season's over.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I want to say I'm like, the fun is going to come back, man. But in terms of how we deal with the withdrawal, I feel like Euros is a good fix, man. I think like it's a good enough fix, to be honest. It's not too intense. It's not too involved. It's still kind of fun. Like obviously like the scoring is different and you don't have like the fan tracks stuff to kind of obsess like 0.25 at a time, but I love it.
We are also addicts, right?
Yeah.
No summer goes by where we aren't playing some format of a game.
Yeah.
So Euros, World Cup, T20 World Cup.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Olympics might have a fantasy one year, and we're going to be playing that for sure.
Yeah.
But
we'll find something. Yeah.
But T20 World Cup will be played by us whenever that platform goes live, if it already isn't. Euro Fantasy will be played by us. And we
already have the league going.
Yeah, exactly. And we will be chatting fantasy every single day. So, like Sanjit said, it's not so much withdrawal. I think we just replace this fix with another.
Yeah. As true druggies.
Basically.
Yeah. Honestly, I think just give the other fantasy stuff a try with us. And listen, if you're bored or whatever, come join our Discord, right? We've got non-fantasy chats going on all the time. We'll find ways to stay engaged with the community, that sort of stuff. I don't know. Even like if there aren't games, we end up usually like jumping on a call, running like a virtual game or two as well, stuff like that. So
and we might do like a trivia for fun game.
Yeah.
No category.
No.
Yep.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. Cool. Final question from 32 Chickens, Ben. Game week 38 point predictions. It's kind of nice because, this like, we're going into like waiver picks and all that sort of stuff next. But he wants to know how many points do these popular players score? Tarkowski away to Arsenal, Castagne away to Luton, Tony at home to Newcastle, and how do you line them up?
Talks, I don't expect much. I think Arsenal is still gonna win comfortably.
Really?
I think like at least 2-goal.
2-0. I don't think it's gonna be like a 5-6-0
No.
what they held by Chelsea or whatever.
But at least 2-goal difference. So it could be 3-1, 2-0, something like that.
Yeah.
That said, I think Talks can still do well enough, like 7 points.
I mean, he got 6.75 in reverse fixtures, so
Yeah, there you go. That's my exact guess, 7.
Yeah.
Castagna. Yeah, you want to give yours?
No, I'm gonna let you go.
Okay.
I want to hear what you.
Castagna, I think Luton aren't going to score, unfortunately. I think Fulham are also kind of not playing for much. So it's going to be a dull game, but I still think Fulham are going to win like 2-0, 1-0. Castagna is probably not going to go that well. That's I'll give him like 12 points.
He got 14 in the reverse fixture. You're smashing this.
What? Tony.
Let's go 3 for 3. Come on.
This one's interesting. I feel like he's going to bench. I don't know why, but something about the rumors and something about him potentially leaving the club. I feel like the club is just trying to wean off him.
So he's not going to play?
No, he's going to play. Which, I mean, that would have been what the reverse fixture was. So
yeah, because I was going to be like, oh, you nailed it. Like,
I'm not going to do that. I think he'll come off the bench. I think he'll do fine, like 3 points.
Yeah, obviously benching him, right?
Yeah.
If he's on the bench. Yeah.
So how do you line them up? I'll play Talks. I think he's going to go enough. I mean, unless you have multiple defenders and you have a choice, then fine. I wouldn't play Talks. But Castagna I'd play.
So how would you rate them in like a defender 1, defender 2, defender 3?
Castagna above Tarks, but Tarks would be like a defender 3 for me this game week.
Okay, yeah.
Castagna is like a 2, high 2, not quite 1.
So like given how shit Verge has been recently, even though he has a final home fixture versus Wolves and Wolves are kind of pretty much on the beach, I feel like I would still start Tarks and Cast over Verge.
Yeah, probably. Verge versus Talks versus Arsenal is tricky. I think I agree with you though. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. And Tony, I guess, would be final on that list sort of thing.
Yes.
We're not expecting
lineup
much.
dependent. I mean, if he does start, he can ghost very well. He's gonna have like to tussle with Cher and Burn and those tall guys.
Yeah. True. Fair. Cool. All right. Those are questions. Thank you, listeners, so much for sending those in. So now what we'll do is move into our final segment of the pod, which is the FA/waiver picks. So for this segment, we are looking at assets that are under 40% owned because we think you have an easier chance of grabbing them in your leagues. And hopefully they can make a difference in your final game week of the season. So we're going to start with goalkeepers as the first one.
It's really just Muric. Muric and Verbruggen.
I can't believe Verbruggen actually got 2 starts, mate.
He does look to be like the preferred goalkeeper now. And it's been so for a while, but yeah. De Zerbi is just a madman.
So you'd start... I think I'd go... if you had to pick between the two, you'd still go Muric, though.
Yes. United's, I mean, as we've seen, is not that easy of a fixture, especially if Bruno's fit. If Bruno's not fit, like, yeah, for sure.
Actually, you know what what I wanted to do? Actually, can we quickly talk about, like, the Prem table before we continue with the assets?
Sure.
So, because I just want to pick, like, the teams that have nothing to...
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that have nothing to play for, right? So I want to start with the first team that has nothing to play for, Aston Villa. I'm going to put them on the beach.
Where is... Okay, I agree. Where is Ollie in terms of the Golden Boot race, though?
That is a very good question. I think he's even behind, like, Palmer. I don't think he's close. I think
so he's gotten his 20. I think that's as far as I know.
No, he's actually on 19.
Are you joking? I thought he hit 20.
No.
So I think he's going for 20.
I think the 20 was the goal contributions, right? Goals and assists sort of thing.
Okay.
Like he's way surpassed that, right?
Yes, okay. So I think he's going to go for 20. Because yes, he has...
You think he'll hit the 20? Okay.
So I think he's going to get a goal. Okay. And he'll play, and the club will probably play for him to get a goal.
Okay.
But
interesting.
But beyond that, I agree
that they're pretty much on the beach.
Yeah. Palace are playing exciting football at the moment too. So.
Yeah, I honestly back Palace for that fixture. To be honest,
same.
Like even their defense has been fucking amazing.
I love how in the game week before 36. All defenders except Klein get an attacking return.
Yeah.
And then this game week, guess who gets it?
It was just Klein. Yeah.
So good.
He made a great run forward. But yeah, I mean, as he made that little fancy chip ball, and it's hard not to take a pop-up goal with that pass. So
true.
Other teams, and like the thing is, like obviously the higher up you finish in the table, the more money you make in the Prem, all that sort of stuff. So I'm sure that also plays into people's minds. But I'm going to put West Ham, Brighton, Bournemouth on the beach as well.
Yeah.
Right? Can we put Wolves, Fulham on the beach as well? Like, Fulham are flying fucking flags. Like, come on.
So, I'd argue, for what you said, reasons you said, Palace, Wolves, Fulham, I think are going to compete. It's easy to jump, say, Wolves jump from 13th up to 10th. If they win and the other fixtures go in their favor.
Really? But on Wolves on 46 and 10th is like 52.
10th is 48, no? Brighton?
Oh, West Ham are 9th and 52.
Yeah.
My table is not correct. That's why. Anyways, continue saying.
So I was going to say, for money purposes, they probably are going to try and compete. If it all goes against them early on, they're probably just going to go, like, GW38 is known for goals, right? Like, it's going to be a shootout for a lot of these games.
So I guess Liverpool are more in the beach, right? Liverpool, it's more like testimonial for Klopp.
Basically, yeah. Liverpool are on the beach. Aston Villa, I agree, on the beach.
Yeah.
Even West Ham are like untouchable. Like they can't climb, they can't go down.
So really, the only teams that are truly playing for anything are United, Newcastle, and Chelsea and Spurs,
Yeah, probably.
because they're all trying to get as best a European spot possible, right?
Yeah.
So they all be trying to win.
Yep.
So then possibly Verbruggen is just as good a pick as Muric.
Could be.
Yeah. Any other goalkeeper assets you'd be eyeing up?
Moreno, with a shout. City want to kind of just seal the win.
Yeah.
It does depend on Edison news. I don't know how bad it was. I think he might be fine.
Yeah, he should be. His face looks swollen
Right.
full time.
Right.
So, I don't know. But I think, yeah, if Moreno's getting the start, I definitely love that pick.
Same. But
I potentially love it more than Verbruggen, by the way.
yeah. So I'd say it's probably. I'd actually go Moreno, Muric, and then Verbruggen.
Yeah, agreed. We're not touching Kaminsky, Sells, Gerbic.
Nope. None of those
Not
guys.
touching Fotheringham.
Nope.
Travers, no.
Nope.
What about Dean Henderson?
Maybe, but still no. Doesn't
Olsen,
doesn't
if
ghost
he-
well enough.
Yeah. Olsen, if he gets a start?
Nah. Not against that informed Palace.
Yeah, fair. Okay, cool. Let's move on to defenders then.
So we're saying, well, I like
Let's go
Tommy.
with-
Let's just go.
Yeah,
Claire,
let's go with
like-
teams to play for. Yeah,
Arsenal are so solid.
Yeah.
Tomiyasu, if he's free in your league, I would grab.
yep. I'd expect him to start. Yeah,
Next, I'd kind of shout Bolly because he just goes really well. And
says the guy that dropped him, but yeah.
I don't know why. I just thought at Burnley are going to score, and then I don't know.
I think you and I, me especially, we gave Burnley way too much hope.
Probably. I'm not.
So I guess you'd risk Aina as well,
Yeah,
or-
maybe. I think so.
but more so Bowley.
More so
obviously.
Bolly. I'm not touching anyone from Everton defender wise. No.
Yeah, why even bother take the risk, right?
Yeah, I'm not even that excited about Liverpool defender wise, but I do like Kwanzaa in terms of goals potential. Like even if you take away his goal, he did okay.
I wonder if Gomez will finally score under Klopp. I don't think he has.
Good point. I do like. Oh gosh, Hall. He scored today.
Yeah, he hauled.
Look at that. What? We don't know what happened to Liver, but Liver wasn't even in the squad, so
Yeah,
It's-
that's a concern.
it's likely Hall plays again, I guess.
Yeah, I don't hate that pick, to be honest.
And then I guess you shouted 1 Tarek Lamptey and 2 Evans at different points today. We saw as goals potentials, right?
Yeah.
So they play against each
Yeah.
other. I don't know who I'd back between the two of them more.
By the way, Hall got 0 in his first game and 16 in his second game.
Quality.
Yeah.
Who would you back between Evans and Lamptey more?
Probably Lamptey, because United are garbage.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I was gonna say I'd trust Evans for the minutes, but he's fucking old, so no.
The rest I don't really want to talk about.
Yeah,
Richards?
I mean, I'd probably go Gomez over Evans, but maybe Lamptey over Gomez, like
Right.
Liverpool, like sort of thing. But yeah, I mean, you mentioned Richards, right? Crystal Palace defense, I still like Palace defense, though I think the only person I trust is Richards.
Same.
Burnley, Would you touch Nottingham? Like, would you touch Arsenal versus Nottingham Forest?
Potentially
Defender 4 scraping the barrel?
4, yeah, exactly. And if I'm probably going to roll out 3, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Who
I don't know. Go ahead.
who
What are
got
you saying?
carded today? Reese got carded, so that means Gusto plays.
Yeah.
Who else got carded this game week? Suspended, I should say. I'm forgetting someone. It was
A few players.
Yeah, it was. Oh, Dunk went off injured, so that's
Yeah.
big news.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to trust Webster or Veltman. Like, isn't Veltman injured as well? Like,
Yeah, he is. So I guess we don't get Lamptey for the clean sheet potential, right? We don't.
no,
It's for the goose.
just upside. Yeah.
It was Sheffield had a red.
They always have a red,
Yeah, true.
don't they?
That
I like that Brentford Newcastle fixture. Like, I know Brentford defense has been doing well recently. Like, I feel they've improved, but I really can't call that game. Like, Newcastle will want to win it, but I feel like they're gonna concede. But they also could potentially score. So I don't know.
Yeah. I think we pretty much shouted the good ones.
Like, yeah, maybe go a year or whatever. But that's like Defender 3
Yeah.
vibe, I think.
3.5.
Yeah. Dragoson
Not for me.
versus
Even
Sheffield.
if it's
No,
Sheffield.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Yeah.
Spurs is just not.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, don't risk it. All right, cool. Let's look at some mids.
I mean, we could just shout those who made the data dump.
Yeah.
Elliot Anderson, insane.
Would you start him in a single game?
I think so.
I don't know. 21 versus Brighton, minus 1.5 versus United.
Yeah,
And before that, 2 points. Before that, 1.5. Before that, 4.5. I don't think I'm gonna start him.
I get the concern. Valid.
Yeah.
What about McTominay if he gets a start again?
No, I think I'm gonna. He loves that fucking random goal.
He does. He
Right.
popped up with a few shots today.
I mean, maybe he's gonna kick into his Scotland Euro form now. So it's not a bad shout. Honestly, it's not a bad punt.
Yeah.
Mid 4, mid 5. Like,
Mid 5.
yeah, I don't want to be relying on him.
His heat
Like, I'd rather go him than Arbalaster or some shit.
his heat map was also very exciting.
Really? Interesting. I mean, again, United are chasing like Europa or whatever, so they need to score goals. They need to win.
True.
So I don't hate it. I'm not getting Amrabat though. Fuck that
No,
shit.
yeah, definitely not.
Yeah.
This is slim pickings, man. Wharton's still good.
Yeah, Watson's still good. Definitely go Wharton. Yeah.
I think the rest I don't want any of them.
Yeah, it's so fucking bad, bro.
It really is.
Good lord, it is so bad.
Let's move
Yeah,
on.
see, this is why I'm saying, like, I think focus on mids next season.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Mids is where you need value.
yeah,
If
it's
you were
fucking
spoiled
shit,
for choice
bro.
on mids, you were good.
I'm gonna maybe throw some couple random names if they get the unexpected start. Kevin Shoddy,
Yeah, I like it.
you'd risk it?
I
Yeah?
think so. Newcastle are tough-ish, but
Yeah.
I think I still would.
Gioreno?
I thought about it. It's the opponent, so sure, fine. I'll give it because it's Burnley.
It's the opponent. Yeah, that's the thing for me. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. No one, again, like you said, no one else.
Yeah.
So let's move on to a final position, which is forwards.
Again, you mentioned this one earlier today. Diallo, if he gets a start again, great asset
Yeah.
for the final game week.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, we talked about Duran as well. Don't think he starts, but like you said, Villa on the beach, they might just try new stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Unai might just rule out some kids, yo.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. Enes, if he gets a rare start, would you risk it?
Yeah, I was
Well-
looking at that. It's against Chelsea, and Chelsea are still letting opportunities come.
Yeah.
So why not?
Forward 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brun Larsen, I do want to actually promote. Brun has been good.
He's good, but it's the minutes, man.
It is the minutes.
If this guy only played 90 minutes, fucking hell, he'd be a forward 2 for me, easy.
Yeah.
I mean, you could punt on Odebear as well, right? He still ghosts so well.
True.
I'm really, really hoping for an Adama start.
So I am hoping for a Ogbent start, and I can cheekily grab in a league. I think he's going to do well. I get the minutes concern. I do.
Yeah.
But it'll probably be for DPL where I don't care.
Would you go with your boy Adebayo?
No, I think he's too return dependent.
Interesting. What about that guy, Wilbs?
Ooh, that guy's good. But
Yeah.
Jadro's back.
Yeah, that's true. He is back. What about your boy Ben Burton Diaz versus that shitty ass Spurs defense?
I like it, I do like
I
it.
really do as well. Yeah, same.
It's just his disappointing score this game week is kind of turning me off.
Yeah. But final day vibes.
True. But that's pretty much it.
That's
Slim pickings
that's it.
again.
Yeah, it's final game week, man. I think managers finally know what the fuck's going on. So
Yep.
Cool. Those are the picks, and that is the pod. That's all we had planned. Final thoughts, final advice before we wrap things up for the season.
It ain't over till it's over, but have fun.
Yeah. Have you played around with our website a bit?
A little bit. Not too much,
Yeah.
but I do encourage everybody else to go. Great feedback we've been getting so far.
Yeah, definitely. We have some changes that we want to implement and stuff moving forward as well.
Yep.
What's the? I mean, we talked about doing postmortem, right? I don't know if there's like a fixed day or whatever that we're planning to do it. I don't think we're gonna if we wait like 2 weeks to start it. I don't think we'll ever do it. So we might just do some informal shit, right?
Sure.
Maybe do a few clubs at a time, call it a day. Catch up in life, that sort of stuff. So
Sounds good.
that'd be a vibe. But yeah, like Ryan said, have fun, win your matchups, win your playoffs. If you need more advice, come join our Discord. Come DM either one of us on Twitter. We'll send you a link, and yeah, we'll see you there. Until next time, bro. It's been an honor and a pleasure
Same.
this season prepping all our listeners and fans.
Yep.
But I'll see you when I see you.
All right.
Peace.